Okay, thank you. This is the Next Level ATL. We're coming at you from the beautiful Marriott Marquis Hotel in downtown Atlanta. And I am introducing our hostess, Miss Kim Greene. And our first question here, we've got a question from New Jersey girl in Atlanta who has a relationship question for us. And she wants to know, what is the best way to find a complementary mate, a person that completes you? I always find it hard to find a brother that I can look up to that is not arrogant or abusive, and if he isn't that, he's broke, living with parents, needy, etc. So, New Jersey girl in Atlanta, I guess the first question is, what is the difference between someone who is complimentary versus someone who is completing you?
Well, definitely you want to examine the difference between completing and complimenting. With completing, that means that you're looking for someone to basically make you who you're supposed to be. And that's really not what you want. What you do want is someone who complements who you already are, because you are fearfully and wonderfully made. The first thing to do is make a list of those things that you feel that you lack in. And it's okay to do that. We need to take an introspective every now and again. That's perfectly fine. Make that list about yourself and be open to the process of learning. Second thing you need to do is make a list of the characteristics that you desire in a mate. What you'll find surprising is that a lot of those things line up. You need to look at where they line up. That'll be your first points of discovery as to what you need to change about you in order to attract the mate that you truly want and that you need and who complements you, not completes you. Because once you do that introspective, you'll already be a complete person.
Exactly. And you know, brothers, we want to hear from you too. What obstacles are you running into in your search for Mrs. Right out there? You know, come by and see us at the Next Level ATL on Facebook and YouTube. And that leads us into our next question. I have a professional female who wants it all, the whole package. But she keeps running into one particular problem. And she wants to know, what does she need to do to take it to the next level when the object of her affection is already married?
Short answer, there is no next level there. Cut it off quick.
Exactly. And why are we going to cut it off quick?
Well, because that's going to end up being toxic for you and for him, for whomever's involved. You know, we can certainly go into different things about that, spiritual aspects and whatnot. We don't have to really touch on that. Let's focus on you, the woman that you are, and what you're truly desiring, which is to find someone that complements you and takes you to the next level, or at least joins you on your travel there.
Exactly. And you know, what are the signs? First of all, if he's already married, then already you've seen the signs here. Maybe you're just not paying enough attention to them. What are the signs that he's not available to you? He's not available to you physically, and he's definitely not available to you emotionally to even go to the next level. I mean,
That's
is he always
absolutely right?
Yeah, is he always meeting you late or drinks after work? What else?
Typically he's not available for phone calls. If he does call you, it's only during business hours. Calls are usually brief, you know. He's not available to you emotionally because he really can't be. Even if you get a bit of emotion, he still has to reserve that for who is the deserving person of his emotion, and that would be his wife and probably his children. He probably has children too. So you need to look for those type of signs. If he's only texting you, or if you're getting calls or texts at odd hours, that's also an indicator. If he can only come to your place, you can never go to his, that's an indicator. If he's not willing to meet your friends, really, and certainly won't let you meet his, that's definitely an indication. You know, so let's get all of that understood and cleared up before we get to holidays and you really have your heart broken. But take the time to be truthful and honest with you. If you've seen any of those signs, then you already know what's going on. Be honest with yourself and know that you deserve better.
Exactly, because the next question is this the first married man that you've been involved with? It might not be on purpose, but what is it that you keep attracting married men? Maybe, you know, the reason you say you want it all is because you've been taught that you have to have it all. Maybe you're just happy with your career and your friends right now and you don't want the burden of a relationship, and someone who's already married and unavailable fits that bill nicely.
That's very true, but here's the thing, it's still better for you, better for all involved, to find a single person who can be as available as you want and as unavailable as you want. which means he'll respect your wishes and your boundaries. He will be a great companion, possibly just a travel companion. Maybe you are completely settled in your career, so on and so forth, and you just need someone to travel with. You know, someone who will be great fun, who's a good conversationalist. And that's out there for you, and it does not have to be a married man.
Right, right. Well, that's all we've got for you today here at the Next Level ATL. I'm going to ask you once again, hit us up with all of your relationship questions or even other areas of your life. I mean, are you ready to take your business to the next level? Are you ready to take your spirituality to the next level? What are you looking for? Come see us on Facebook or on YouTube.
Thanks for stopping by. See you soon.